Hi everyone! My name is Yasmeen Farwiza FARAHIN binti AMIN and my ID number is 2025140343. Today, I will be telling you guys my experience working at a promotional event. Hi everyone! Have you ever done something that left you so exhausted, but at the same time, you were actually glad you did it? Well, that's exactly how I felt during my working experience at a Watson's promotional event. It was a 5-day event at Mid Valley Exhibition Centre in Kuala Lumpur, one of the busiest places you could imagine. The event was actually a huge baby expo, something they hold every year, and Watson's had a booth there selling all sorts of baby products, like baby lotions, wet tissues, and face masks. Fun fact, we were actually collaborating with another brand called YouCousin. YouCousin is a face mask company which was really popular at that time because it was still the pandemic period. Honestly, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I thought, why not? New experience, extra income, new skill, and turns out it taught me way more than I expected. Let me take you through what I actually did during those 5 days event. The first day was all about preparation. Before the event even started, we were already sweating because we had to carry the products all the way from the storage area, we have to set up the whole booth by ourselves, and we have to arrange everything nicely for the opening day. By the time the event started, I was already halfway tired. But that was just the beginning. Most of the time, my main job was to take care of the cashier. I was the one handling payments, I was the one making sure customers get their receipts, and I was the one providing free gifts for those who spend more than 99 ringgit. Let me tell you something, people love free stuff. We were giving away tumblers, and you could really see how that small gift made people spend way more just to reach that amount, the 99 ringgit. It was such a clever marketing strategy. But my job didn't end there. Every night before we closed the booth, I had to count the sales for the day, I have to check if the cash flow matched, and I have to make sure everything was in order. We also had to cover the booth with clothes so that nothing would go missing overnight. Yep, it may sound simple, but after standing for 12 hours straight, even something like that felt like a lot. We only got 1 hour break each day, and usually I would buy extra food during my break so that I could eat little by little when I was at the cashier counter. Standing for hours, talking to customer non-stop, doing math in your head while your feet are hurting. Trust me, it's tiring, but somehow I enjoyed it. And one thing I didn't expect was how many friends I met. Not just from Watson, but also from other booths around us. Since we were selling similar products, sometimes we would exchange the product, we would share stock, we help each other, and of course we joke around. Those little moments of laughter, it really helped make the long day more bearable. Even though I went there not knowing anyone, but at the end of the day, I felt like I had built like this little temporary family with people I had just met. Of course, not everything was smooth. One of the biggest challenges for me was communicating with foreign customers. Some of them didn't really speak Malay or even English. Well, so I had to get creative. I used hand gestures, pointed at the products, and sometimes just smiled while trying to understand what they wanted. It was really tasted my patience, but it also taught me how to stay calm and think on my feet. By the end of those 5 days, I was physically and mentally exhausted. My legs were killing me. I was depressed. But weirdly, I was also proud of myself. What I really learned from the whole experience was that retail jobs are no jokes. They require a lot of patience, teamwork, communications, and I realized that I could handle way more than I thought I could. Counting cash, handling customers, solving problems on the spot, those are things that you don't always learn in classroom. And honestly, I do it again. Why? Because I believe that real growth happens when you push yourself out of your comfort zone. And even though it was tiring, it was also rewarding in a way that is hard to explain, unless you've gone through it yourself. So if you ever get the chance to work at events like this, take it. Not just for the money, but for the experience, the lessons, and the people you will meet along the way. Thank you.